being able to appreciate everything is quite a skill, I would say. So I travel differently than many people. I redeem my points for first class flights and then I'll take a bus into town. Why not? It's fine. I fly to JFK and then I have to transfer to LaGuardia. I'm too cheap to pay for a cab. So I take one bus to transfer to another bus, and you get to see stuff that you wouldn't otherwise see. Like people dressed up in suits on the bus because they're just going to work and it's a form of transportation. Rather, their form of transportation. And I think it's very interesting these past few days because I stayed in a nice hotel and then I stayed in a cheap hotel. Well, cheaper, shall we say. Still nice. And there's pluses and minuses of both. But most people don't think about it. Just think about the good, expensive hotel and see the other one is worse. No, it's not true. It's not worse in every aspect. So to be more specific, there's the Park Hyatt Seoul. It's in an area with lots of tall skyscrapers. There's a mall that's famous called Starfield Coex because there's a library in it. A literal library where people just have books to read. But it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. The ceilings are super high. The books line the wall for like 3-4 stories up. And there's magazines and books for you to browse and just look at. It's really, really nice. And the Park Hyatt is a building on one of the corners of this huge intersection. And it's the Park Hyatt. It's a nice hotel in Seoul. Everybody there is prettier than normal, shall we say. The men are taller. Their faces are more beautiful. The women there smile. And the room, well, floor to ceiling windows. A shower where the head is mounted right on top on the ceiling. And the wall is cut out from the granite. It's nice. The bed is very comfortable, very big. Breakfast was an elaborate spread. It's pretty, the place it's held in, the Italian place. The spread is huge. They had fresh smoothies. Not smoothies. Smoothies are sort of blasé nowadays. I guess there are more things like, the detox drinks, kale, blah, blah, blah. There's a lady making baby chino, just hot chocolate with other stuff. It was very nice, very elaborate. Service was wonderful. As soon as the plate is done, the guy came in to pick it up. They have a sauna. They have a swimming pool with great views over to the river and beyond. It was nice. I could say that. Most people would agree. And then we moved to a place that's quite a bit smaller. I mean, the last place had a tub and a shower. There's plenty of space. Big, it was not a suite, but big living room area with a desk or a table. You could sprawl out. In college, you could fit like 20 people in there, all sleeping, not on top of each other. But this new place is small, just a normal hotel room. It has a lot of things. It's a luxury smaller hotel, I'd say. The Park Hyatt is over like 23 floors. 24 floors, I guess, but 20 are like guest floors. But this hotel is over 3 floors in terms of guest rooms, maybe 4 floors if you count the roof. And it has smaller rooms, much smaller, sort of cramped, but not too bad. Still has the basic things like an espresso if you want, a fridge, hangers, robes. No disposable slippers though. Has a bidet. Breakfast is a much smaller affair. There's one person cooking, one person serving, and that's it. But there were only two other tables occupied while we were there, like at the Park Hyatt. It's thoughtfully designed. I like the lighting. But you don't have individual light control on each side of the bed. You have one window that looks out towards a wall. You have an air purifier. I guess the air in a small place is not as clean as a large hotel, which might have HEPA filters. You have one TV versus other places the TV also in the front of the bathtub for, those people who need to watch TV all the time, I guess. Well, what are its benefits? Well, some of the food was better. The eggs they made better for my wife. I don't see why that's not possible. They had a selection that was much, much smaller, but some of it is quite delicious, which is fine by me. Decoration was much more unique, quirky. I like it. Where else can you sit eating, watching a tiger, wearing sunglasses, looking at you is a picture? They had a wall painted purple continue on to the pipes in the ceiling. That would not be at the Park Hyatt. And it's right in the midst of the old town. This is a place of small places, of eateries, little shops, where tourists come. There are no 20-story buildings in this area that are hotels. There are some hotels nearby, but they're further away, not in the mist, not in the thick of everything. Because you can't have a gigantic hotel in the thick of everything. And small hotels aren't going to have all the amenities. We did get a high chair for breakfast. The only one. The Park, I'm sure they have multiple high chairs. There's one elevator here. I thought some of the elevators were slow at the Park Hyatt, but yeah, I guess there's at least 5 or 6. Here there's one. So you wait. But it's 5-story tall building. No big deal walking the stairs. The thing is, some people can't appreciate it. Going from the Park Hyatt to this small hotel. You can't show them how nice things are. They just keep thinking, wow, that was a nice hotel. And I feel like, I don't know if that's what the world of miles and points has brought me, but an appreciation for the big and the small, the expensive and the cheap, right? I mean, you can enjoy a cheap meal just as much as you can an expensive meal. My best meals have probably been the cheapest meals. Sometimes just walking on the street. I remember in Shanghai, walking on the street, being so satisfied because I had lamb skewers in one hand and a milk tea in the other. Perfect. That's not eating at a Michelin-starred restaurant. That's not eating in a French concession in Shanghai. But that was the life for me. That was a moment of great satisfaction. And I didn't spend a lot of money. I didn't even have a seat. That's the thing with saying best. This hotel is the best. There's beauty in everything. You just have to look at it. You just have to appreciate it. There's a quote about not teaching your children to look for the exceptional, but instead to find exceptional in everyday life. I would take it a step further, saying, you just need to open your eyes and look, and everything will be beautiful.